Hello, I'm Scott Bogey here with Ozzy Diaz ahead of his UFC 313 fight against Djorden Santos. How you doing today?
Doing great, doing great. I just came out of strength and conditioning, so I'm good, I'm in Vegas doing my camp here in Vegas and yeah, I'm excited, man.
And how do you feel like this fight is going to take place? Do you feel like you two are just going to stand trade? Do you think we'll see a bit of mix on the ground as well standing? How do you think it's
Um
going
I,
to happen?
I think it's gonna be a lot of standing and trading. But I do think that he will be the one to shoot once he feels my hands. Or once he knows he can't reach me. So it'll be a lot of standing, but I got some surprises for the grappling too.
And unfortunately, you weren't able to get a victory last time out. Do you feel, well, how did you feel like you were performing up until that stoppage?
Up until that last fight.
Yeah.
You know what? No excuses. Me and Jaren got a good win. I was feeling good leading up to the fight. Um, I have zero excuses. I had a good camp. But maybe it was a big reason why I'm dropping back down to 185. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At 205, like I feel good, but I feel like it also made me a little lazy because I know I can make weight whenever I want. So, but yeah, I was feeling good, but I feel way better. I do feel like I would put too much pressure on myself leading up to that fight. I was too focused on the fight the whole camp, you know what I mean? Not even worried about the actual training days, which the difference for this one is I'm focusing each day on getting better and winning today.
And do you feel like even though you are dropping down that weight class, that power that you possess is still going to be there?
100%. Don't forget, most of my highlights have been at 185. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um, I had highlights at 205 too, but most of my wins, most of my success came from 185. So I'm just going back home. That's the way I look at it. Yeah.
exactly. And what has really been the main change in like your training for this fight?
The biggest change that I've moved out here to Vegas and I'm using all my resources being with the UFC at the
Yeah.
UFC Performance Institute and the coaches, the nutritionists. I've met a lot of great training partners, you know what I mean, that are willing to help me, and I'm just training with a lot of high level guys. So yeah, that's the biggest difference, you know what I mean? I have a new head coach who's running my camp, which is amazing. Um, so we have a good game plan coming into this fight. It's gonna be fun.
Exactly. And do you feel like it is important to keep changing your gyms every so often just to keep having these new guys come in, give you fresh ideas, and not keep you complacent? This.
Um, I don't think it's important to be changing gyms and coaches. I do think that as martial artists, it's important for you to just kind of go out there and just learn from here, get experiences from here, and just get different bodies, different looks, train with high level guys, and you know what I mean? And then you could pass that information down to your coach. Or if you come across a new place that you like the coaching better, then you make that switch. But I do believe every coach and every gym has a system, you know what I mean? And then if you like it, then you stick to it.
And you have shown that you are going to be active. You took the last fight in November. You're here getting that fight in March. When are you looking to get back into the octagon, as long as you are injury free?
I'm not looking past March 8th. Yeah, so when I got offered this fight, I wasn't looking for a fight. I was actually out here in Vegas trying to just
Yeah.
get the feel of things, you know what I mean? And then that first week I got offered a fight and boom, I was like, okay, well then I guess I'm fighting March 8th. I don't say no. I haven't said no. I've never said no. So yeah, it's a great opportunity. I mean, it's UFC 313, T-Mobile Arena, like that alone is a dream come true, you know what I mean? Being in the UFC,
Yeah.
one thing, but fighting at T-Mobile Arena is another dream come true, you know what I mean? So it's like, why would I not take advantage of the opportunities?
And you also, like you're saying, is in the T-Mobile Arena. It does mean less traveling for you. Do you
Mhm.
feel like that's gonna make going to fight week a lot easier than last time you did have to travel over, adjust to the time zone.
No, definitely. I mean, like I said, no excuses on the China loss. I didn't feel jet lag. I didn't feel anything. But at the end of the day, we will never know. I can't answer that question until after March 8th and be like, you know what, I wasn't feeling good in China, you know. Um, Here I'm gonna be in Vegas all the way through my fight,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So we will see, you know what I mean? We will see. So it's gonna be
e-
fun. Yeah.
exactly. And you are also on the pay-per-view. How much different does it feel than just like fight night?
There's no big difference. A fight is a fight. You know what I mean? It really doesn't
Yeah,
matter. The only cool thing I want to say is like I get to fight here in America under the UFC banner. You know what I mean? My my friends don't have to wake up at 3 in the morning. You know what I mean? I have a lot of people coming out to watch the fight. My parents are actually here in Vegas with me, and they're gonna be at the fight. They didn't get to watch my debut, which was very heartbreaking to me at the same time because that's something that I've always wanted to share with them. You know what I mean? But it's just the travel was too long, and it's just too much for them. But they're gonna be here and watch a dream come true fighting at the T-Mobile Arena. So I'm excited to do this for them. You know what I mean? To make them proud. You know?
and do you think that builds that extra bit of motivation for you, knowing that they are there watching?
Definitely, yeah, definitely. I want to make them proud. They've worked hard. They are a big reason why I'm here. They have always supported me. They've always pushed me. They've always believed I can do great things. You know what I mean? As a child,
Yeah,
so I want to share that with them. You know what I mean? And like I said, fighting at the T-Mobile Arena, like the fight capital in Vegas. You know what I mean? Um,
yeah.
what a dream! What a dream! And I'm just living the dream already. You know?
And like you're saying, you are now in a new gym. You've got that new head coach, new training partners. Do you feel like they're helping to develop this new version of Ozzy Diaz, which is just going to come and tear up that middleweight division?
Definitely, definitely. They're helping me develop this new version, but also I wanna. It's like I'm calling this little moment like the vintage Aussie era, where it's like I'm coming aggressive. I'm coming to really
Yeah,
put you out. Very newfound motivation, very driven. Excuse me. Um, I was saying this like I think in our last interview I even told you like I was very motivated
yeah,
in that China card. I didn't think I can find more motivation than I was, and I feel like beyond motivated, beyond driven for this fight. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that lit a fire in me, and I didn't take time off. I got back from China. I had a few days. I slept in. The jet lag hit me then, but I got right back to work. I literally haven't stopped training, so I feel great. You know what I mean? And then I've been on my diet. I've been just like a true professional even after a loss. I usually take time off, win or lose, like a month. Not
yeah.
this time. It was like there was something in me that was unsettling that I had to get right back in the gym, and that's why I'm excited. I didn't lose. I didn't want to throw 15 weeks away from the last camp. I said, let's get right back into it. Let's grind.
It kind of felt like you could say it was unfinished business in that octagon.
Excuse me, can you repeat that?
It was like you had unfinished business in
Oh,
the octagon.
definitely, definitely. But it's more in here, if that makes sense. It's like
Yeah,
I wanna I'm doing this for me and my family, but I also wanna show, what I mean, the UFC and the world, okay, there's the guy we signed, you know what I mean? Like there he is. Like,
yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
I wanna let it be
You
known who I am.
you didn't really showcase everything you were
Exactly.
capable of.
Exactly. Caught me with a good elbow. I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it at all, and fight was over before I knew it. This is what it is. It's part of the sport. I didn't beat myself up too much for it. Yes, I shed my tears, but I moved on. I left that loss in China. I didn't bring it back home with me.
Exactly. And within your division, there is a lot of upcoming contenders just now. What is your case for how you see the division? Do you feel like Kazmat is next for the belt? Do you feel like it's Imanov? What do you think's next for
Um,
your division?
I mean, they both have they have a good how do I say it? It's a good race, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think Kamzat should over Imavov, and I think Imavov can probably wait, you know what I mean, for the winner. Regardless, they're like either one, they're good, you know what I mean? They should wait for each other or so, you know what I mean? Like either Imavov waits for the winner of Kamzat and Dricus, you know what I mean? Or they actually, you never know, fight each other.
yeah,
But they all recently fought, so but I do think Kamzat is very deserving of it, and I think he brings very much attention to this division, like a lot of attention and like a lot of excitement, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
it's a good. I like Kamzat next. I think he's good, and he's a G. He's very good. I love watching him fight, you know?
And at the end of the Adesanya Imanov fight, there was quite a lot of frustration from Adesanya. Do you feel like that came from he wasn't 100% ready from that eye poke? Because it kind of got that foul. He then said, I'm ready quite quickly, got back
Yeah.
in there, and then it was the finish.
It's definitely hard to comment on that. Like I don't know, I think Israel is a very high level IQ guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
If he says he was good or I don't know, you know what I mean? I only Israel knows that, you know? It could have been, but it's hard for me to comment because I'm a fan of Israel and like I would trust his judgment, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Whether he was good or not, like I still think he's like probably the best in the division that we've ever had, and yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's
yeah.
unfortunate. It's a good argument, but we never know. I don't think none of us will ever really truly know, or
And you did grow up in the LA area. The UFC did recently come to LA. How was that for the community?
that was pretty cool. You know what I mean? I think there wasn't any LA guys on that card.
Yeah,
So I mean, it was cool. You know what I mean? LA, UFC coming to LA, but I think it would have been great if they had like
a
some
few LA. Yeah,
LA guys on the UFC on that card. It would have been amazing. But yeah, I mean, regardless, there's always next time. You know what I mean? And I hope I can put LA back on the mat. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
And
it'll be cool.
would you say obviously one of your goals you're going to be able to accomplish when you do get to fight in that T-Mobile arena? But do you feel like another one of those goals, hopefully in the future, is headlining a show in LA?
Oh, 100%, 100%. I would be lying to you if I say no. That would be amazing. You know what I mean? That would be another dream come true. That's like something that I would love. You know what I mean? I want to work hard for that as well. So definitely that would be badass. I want that pressure that LA brings. You know what I mean? I want to
Yeah,
represent Los Angeles so bad. I do represent Los Angeles. You know what I mean? I'm from literally downtown Los Angeles. So yeah, I want that pressure. I need, you know what I mean? I think it'll be good. I think LA needs it too. Yeah,
exactly. And do you feel like with the atmosphere and with the event, it is going to encourage the UFC to go back there?
definitely, 100%. I think once again, if they would have put LA guys, they would have seen a lot
Yeah.
more excitement. But it was still a great card.
Exactly. And how do you see this card that you're on? I know the main event is Alex Pereira and Ankalaev. How do you see that fight going down? Two massive guys in that light heavyweight division who have started a wee bit of a beef.
Yeah.
Alex Pereira has kind of looked past him,
Hmm.
but do you feel like that's just mind games?
Maybe you never know. I like both of them. I think Ankalaev has made his case for the title, so he deserves to be there. Just by watching Pereira, you just see something special. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like something that you like. I don't think you see ever. It's like once in a while type of person that you see like. And I think we're all witnessing something very special with Alex, and I think he might get it done. He gets it done. I think Alex is a very special man, and yeah, he's good. You know what I mean? Powerful, powerful. So he's big. I've seen him in person too. I shook his hand once and I was like, Jesus Christ, he's huge. I don't think people realize how big that man is until you stand right in front of him, you know?
And was that the reason why you moved down to middleweight? Is just to try and avoid Alex Pereira?
No, definitely not. But I just think, you know what I mean? Like I think 185 is my home. I
Yeah,
think making 205 was is very easy. Like I said, I don't really have to diet. I don't really have to be on any like, you know what I mean? I'm
yeah.
actually like at 205 I had to like try to eat like 4,000 calories just to maintain 223, 220, you know what I mean? So I think just 185 makes more sense for me, you know?
Yep. And
Yeah.
do you do like the weight cut and that by yourself? You know what your body likes. You know how it is to be managed, or do you bring in people like nutritionists to be able to help
Well,
support you?
so for this fight, I definitely like I said, I'm working with the UFC PI. I'm working with
Yeah,
Dawn. She's my dietitian, so she's been on it like with my diet, like my macros and everything, you know what I mean? And I'm a very communicative person, so like I will tell her what I'm eating, what I'm not eating, can I eat this, can I not, you know what I mean? And she's like she's amazing, honestly. Credit to her. Um yeah, man. If you're in the UFC, take advantage of the UFC PI. That's for sure. They're great and they'll take care of you, you know. So I'm definitely working with a dietitian who's making this cut easier. Um, yeah, man. I'm excited to get to 185. And I wasn't gonna do interviews because I didn't want to people to see the slim face. You know what I mean? The physique. So that's why I'm wearing a big sweater because that's gonna be a surprise. Because you know what I mean?
well, I do appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
And do you feel like that is one of the benefits with the UFC is just they have that wide range of stuff to help the athletes. They bring in the revenue and they do spend it on the UFC PI to be able to help enhance your performance.
Definitely. UFC takes care of us, man. UFC really takes care of us. I say it's unfair to all the fighters that don't have access to this,
Yeah,
but this is something that we've worked to get here, so you know we deserve this. But yeah, UFC is great. I have nothing but great things to say about them. Um, yeah, it's a blessing just to reach this, you know, this level. So I would say I'm definitely taking advantage of all the resources that they provide, and I love it, man. I love it. I definitely excited to be here, you know?
exactly. And I know you're going to do fantastic and be able to get your first UFC win.
Thank
How
you.
good will it feel to be able to get that hand lifted and be able to hear you getting called out the winner in that UFC cage?
It would definitely feel amazing, man, because I know what I'm capable of. I know that
Yeah,
I deserve to be here and I know I am one of the best. You know, I got to go out there and prove it, you know what I mean? And just prove it to myself because I know I belong and I'm just excited to showcase my skills, you know what I mean? I didn't get to do that the last fight. It's very unfortunate, but I will do it this one, no matter what. You know what I mean? By any means, my hand gets raised. Any means, you know what I mean?
exactly. And I
Yeah,
have complete faith that you're going to put not only the middleweight division, but the rest of the world on notice that you are here to be able to take control.
100%.
Thank you for coming on today. I'll let
Thank
you
you.
have the final word. Anyone you're wanting to shout out or anything else you're wanting to add?
No, man, we're good. Shout out to you, of course, who, you know, I mean, I done interviews with you before, and this is why I said yes. You know, I wasn't gonna do it, but you're a good friend of mine, so I'll do it with you. I really, yeah, I'm not gonna do too many of these this time around. I'm gonna just stay focused, but like, you know, someone like you who supported me, like, I will give it to you, you know,
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming on.
of course.